finish that. Give it. And I'm in my house. Hey, Zeddies. Morning, Blue Cadet. Morning, Trucker Saw. Morning, everyone. How do you sleep? I slept really well. Like, too well. It's 9 o'clock. And I'm right next to civilization. Usually when I sleep this close, I get up quite early. I'm like, it's Quebec. What are they going to do about it? I started today overcast. It's a little breezy. That's good. People were calling for rain yesterday, or today, when I was streaming yesterday. It hasn't come and it's not supposed to. I think they screwed up with the sizing on their stuff set for this sleeping bag. I'll show you in a second. This doesn't make sense to me. You want to make it so you can compress it as much as you'd like to, so you can get it down to you keep them unthreaded. Come on, get in there. Thank you. Mr. Potts. Hey, how's it going? Continue your trip to sunny weather. New Brunswick, I think. It worth a detour for your viewers? Where's that? I'm going to New Brunswick. So, maybe? Got him out. Hey. Is it Ashley style? Good morning. It's anyway but a little detour. Well, what's there? Coastal region of New Brunswick, is that what it is? Like near St. John, kind of, or where? Sellafield. Selfie. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitchhickers. Me coming down to do that is making me realize how beautiful my hair is this morning. Usually it's very nice when I climb out of my tent, but today it looks, yeah. Do you know where is Gaspé? Yeah, the peninsula. Yeah. It's next after Gaspé. Okay. Yeah, like, the thing is, like Zetzi is saying, I have a really short time limit on this trip. I gotta get from St. John's, Newfoundland when I get there, all the way to San Jose, California for October 26th or whatever. It's already October. I've got 25 days, 24 days to get from here to Newfoundland and then back to San Jose. Short time. Just letting the air out of my sleeping pad now. Have that same sleeping pad? X-Bed down mat light 5 medium. What do you think of it? OG Rule, good morning. I think the pump that came with it, the little pump, is the dumbest thing ever. This sleeping bag combined with a schnozzle bag, amazing. I broke my schnozzle bag. Also, I broke the valve on this, the directional valve, so like, you know, if you're blowing it up, it like goes in, so it stops air from coming back out. And if you're letting air out, you flip it the other way, and then it lets air out. That broke off long ago. So whenever I'm like inflating it, it's a mad dash to like quickly like. Okay, didn't let too much air out. And it's not one of the screw one. It's a fold and push. So it's like, yeah. Have anything planned for TwitchCon? I can only on the 26th. I haven't really made any plans. I'm just like, since I hitchhiked through California like back in April, I've been like, yeah, I'm gonna go to TwitchCon. I've been saying I'm gonna hitchhike to TwitchCon, so I'm gonna try and hitchhike to TwitchCon. So I'm just gonna go there and see what happens. I still don't have a place to stay. Some of our mods were like putting together like a hitch live house, but then the guy organizing that had some stuff change and couldn't afford to go, so that never came through, and so I'm just going to be winging that as well. Love the pad. It's a bit larger than some of their backrange pods, but it's got durable bottom, lots of height. Yeah, even with it being a larger size, it packs down a lot smaller than like say your standard thermarests and stuff like that, like your pro lights and stuff like that, with a lot more height, as you say. And yes, I found it to be very durable. I've beat this thing to crap for a couple of years, and it's done really well. I've punctured a few pads. I'm surprised this one is still here. Do you still use the pump that came with it? How cold is it there? I think it's like 7 or something. Could be wrong. 7 or 8? And Celsius is my default. Like, I'm from Canada, I'm in Canada, so I usually talk about places in Celsius unless specifically requested Fahrenheit. Morning eel roll. To use the pump does take forever and is tiring when you're just hiking a long time with a heavy pack, but apparently it's better than getting moisture from your mouth and it molding smell. Yeah. I hate that pump, but yes, I do understand you're not supposed to really get moisture in there. With that said, I've been getting moisture in there for like a year plus, and you can tell I've been using my breath to inflate it to a certain extent, but I hate that. I hate it. I threw out that pump like right away. But I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but schnozzle bag, essentially like a waterproof stuff sack, but at the end of it there's a little nozzle with a compatible thing that attaches onto that nozzle. And you just inflate it with air and you squeeze the air in. One full thing from a schnozzle bag inflates this whole thing. It's amazing. And I broke mine. Hopefully you'll make it by the 26th. Awesome to meet you. Awesome to meet you. Like, if I'm not gonna make it there in time, like, you know, I'm hitchhiking across Canada and it's like, oh no, it's the 20th, I might just buy a flight down to like near TwitchCon and then hitchhike the rest of the way. think as it gets closer to Twitch, you break your rule of not hitching after dark to get there. That rule's there for my safety and other drivers' safeties, so I probably won't break it unless I'm in a really good spot to hitchhike at night. If I start to run out of time, I'll just give myself a little jump start in the air. Should have got a cot? No. Cots don't really insulate underneath you very well. Also, they're bulkier and usually heavier. I don't know anyone that uses a cot, except for car camping, but I don't car camp. Don't think they're bulky? Are they bulkier than this? A cot usually has a couple supporting metal rods and then a canvas type fabric top. I can't see it being less bulky than this. I could be wrong though. I have not seen a cot that I would want to use on a backpacking basis. Look into me, you'll see that. Like, I work in the outdoor industry, and it has not been a thing that's been around. You made the claim. You make the claim. It's usually up to the person making the claim to back it up. Can't just be like, this is the best. Look it up. Good morning, neighbors. How are you today? How are you today? Alright, I packed up my sleeping bag, sleeping pad. Now we climb out into the world and put that all into my backpack. Let's do it. I'm the best looking up. How many whispers do you get? Alright, step 1. Put your hand inside your boot and check for spiders, snails, and slugs. No spiders, snails, or slugs. We're good. If you do find a spider, snail, or slug, then you can just freak out and then like not wear your boots that day. Or just remove it. Not many actually. That's kind of disappointing. Okay. Boots are on. Let's tie them up. You guys are about to see how close to civilization I am, and it's kind of silly actually. Kind of silly. But that's okay. Snow in Montana? Really? No snow here, thankfully. When someone does this with me, I usually just tell them to follow me. Well, that's not very exciting. You tell people to whisper you, and then you're just like, okay, well now you whispered me, and just follow me. Your name should just be Follow Me. Because that's what you really want at the end of the day. It's a little deceiving to be like, whisper me. Someone, wants to have a nice whisper conversation. And you're like, no, just follow me. Alright, let's go. Nice. Nice. Haven't been kicked out where you set camp? No, I haven't. Gonna fly to San Jose? I'm gonna try and hitchhike there. See if I make it there in time. Trevor's gonna get you a schnozzle bag for Christmas. That would be the greatest gift ever. I'm gonna try and warranty it because what happened is like the sealing on the valve to push air through just blew out. That's actually a manufacturer's defect. Some people abuse warranties and stuff like that. I don't think that's the case if the seal just blows out like that. Oh, Mako Waka's here. Good morning, Mako Waka. How are you today? Player 2. Good morning. God, these things are just... These guys, you just like... Yeah, and like all of the seed things like just fall everywhere. And I've got like wheat seeds all over the place. I know it's not wheat, but whatever. It looks like it. Okay. Yeah. For how close I am to civilization, I think I tuck myself in pretty decent. So like, I'm like 25 meters away from like the main road going through town, and there's not that much trees and stuff, but I feel tucked away enough. Sometimes you crawl into your tent at night and you're like, yeah, it's kind of tucked away, it's pretty decent. And then you get up in the morning and kind of poke your head out and it's light time and you're like, oh, I am not hidden at all. Thanks for sharing your adventure. It's really fun to experience. I'm glad you enjoy it. Player 2. Now we take down the tent body, or the whole tent itself, starting with the stakes, then you clip the fly off, then you unclip the body from the poles, the whole thing goes down, then you do up the poles, and then you pack it all up. So, stakes. When I was setting up, there was actually a decent amount of wind, so staking down your tent is important. Actually, you know what? Usually I do the stakes first, but because we've got a crosswind, if I take the stakes out and I have the fly on, the fly is a lot more, it creates a better surface for the wind to catch, so the tent might just go and fly away. Well, not fly away, but get blown around. So I'm going to take the fly off before the rest of the stakes, so that doesn't happen. Good morning, got the puffy coat on, must be cooler today. Yeah, we're about 7 degrees, I think, 7 or 8 degrees Celsius. So when I'm standing stationary, not doing too much, I'll have a couple layers on. So I got the wool base layer, polyester fleece, and then a down mid layer. It gets a little colder or there's more wind, I'll throw the jacket on, and I do have some other mid layers or an extreme option if it gets colder than that. Let's do that. Fly first. Planning on boarding a ferry out to Newfoundland by this not by this evening, no. I'm still far away. Don't want to chase a tent across the highway? No. I was about to say I've done it before. I definitely have not done it before. I've never lost my tent and had to chase it down. Hopefully that never happens. I have set up my tent incorrectly in windy conditions where you're getting a big broadside. So the two ends and the vestibule side are pretty decent at taking wind. It is pretty high-sided, but they're angled, and they've got some strength. But the one side, the far other side, is kind of just straight down. And if you put that side facing into the wind, then the tent struggles a little bit. Yeah. You need a little strategy when you're setting up this tent in high wind conditions. Sorry, waking up, but good. Happy to wake up to at Hitch Live. Happy for you to be here. Added. Did you say hi? Did I miss your hello? Oh yes. Yeah. No, I did get that. Like a glove. Now, and we're doing things differently because there is a breeze. We'll do it with the two sticks here, lift it up, unclip the poles, take the poles out, and then unclip the other side. Perfect. You're set up camping in an abandoned house. No, I've never done it in an abandoned house before. I've kind of wanted to do it in one of those like abandoned barn things in like the prairies. You'll see them all over the place. But I never have. May I ask where you're going to ferry from? North Sydney, Nova Scotia. Port aux Basques. Oh yeah. Speaking of Sydney, I feel like I read like an article a couple of years ago about someone from somewhere that was trying to buy a ticket to Sydney, Australia, and accidentally bought a ticket to Sydney, Nova Scotia, which is very different. Very, very different. And I think they just went with it. They're like, sure, let's do our vacation in Sydney, or just check out Nova Scotia. Type of area to look for when choosing camp. Ideally somewhere a little tucked away from civilization, where I can camp and not be disturbed. It doesn't really get much further than that. It's kind of nice if it's away from civilization but close enough that I can like get breakfast in the morning. But like you'll see in 1 second, once I get this all packed up, exactly where I am. I'm very close to everything. But I do honestly enjoy sleeping outside. There's just something about it I enjoy. I don't know. Especially after I get spoiled and I get to sleep inside. Like last night I slept at the, we'll just call it the mosque, because I don't really know what to call it. And I slept inside, got to charge my stuff up. Everything's charged, ready to go. Let's spend some time outdoors. I'm a hitchhiker after all. Got the vibes of there. It's very healing. Yeah, there's something about sleeping outside. You hear everything, especially on a lightly breezy night, and you're around like trees and stuff like that. You can just hear the wind and everything moving through. I don't know. I get my best sleeps of my life when I'm on a long distance hitchhiking trip, and I have my schedule set to the sun. When it gets dark, I stop hitchhiking. I set up my tent. When the sun comes out, that's when I get up. I slept in today. I'll have to backtrack a little bit to get some breakfast. I was trying to... There's like nothing in the direction I'm walking to get to the on-ramp. To continue hitchhiking northeast. So you have to backtrack. Unfortunately, that's okay. And say hi to Ricky, Jillian, and Bubbles from Trailer Park Roseville in Halifax. Yes, I will. That's how man used to be. Oh yeah, it's been a while since we've been like that. Well, I guess not that long if we're talking about like archaeologically. It takes a long time to evolve. So we're still used to that. That's why it feels good, man. So if you haven't seen this before, I put my my tent footprint, tent body, tent fly, sleeping pad, and sleeping bag all in the sleeping bag compartment. That's what this part down here is for. It's called the sleeping bag compartment, but I put all that in there because I'm not satisfied with just putting a sleeping bag in there. And then my tent poles and stakes go in here and slid down the side. If I sell for 6 months, do I get a postcard sent to me? You know, I think that would be a nice idea. You know, after subscribing for X amount of time, I'll send you a postcard from where I am at that time when you reached 6 months, 1 year, something like that. Let me think about that. You put a cap at the end, but I kind of like that idea. It's interesting. I like that. Interesting. Sounds like a good idea. It's actually a great idea. You know, I like that. Let me look into it. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can. One sec. Gotta pump up the jam on the brightness a little bit because I can't see very well. You guys up. How are we looking for hair? Not too great. It's okay. We're getting close to 6 month subs now. We've got 5 months going through, so we're almost at 6 months. That's crazy. Almost streaming for half a year. It'll be 6 months of actual streaming will be early or October 10th, I think. Start April 10th. Sometimes a little watering helps, sometimes it makes it even worse. Now you said you have a lot of batteries, but when you need to charge, where do you go? Wherever I get an opportunity. Sometimes people will offer me a place to stay. Like the night before in Montreal. I got picked up by a lady, invited to go to an event. Went there, and then the people that hosted the event offered me a place to stay. Hitchhiking barber time. I agree. I just don't really plan it out. I just kind of like going about my day. I'm like, oh, there's a barber. Let's go there. Like I think since I started streaming, I've had 3 haircuts. They've all been on stream. I just kind of walk in, someone like, I need a haircut, and then can I stream it? So just hop on a bus. They tend to have USB ports. I need like 8 to 12 hours of charge. Like I can't just like hop on a bus from A to B and do that. Like what would be easier than a bus would be to just sit inside a Starbucks, but I need to pretty much take a whole day off sitting in a Starbucks recharging everything in order to not have to pay for accommodation or figure something out like that. Hopped a Greyhound. That's why I started hitchhiking. What is my hair doing? Nothing good. Anyway, whatever. I'm a hitchhiker. I don't have to look that pretty. Just try to look prettier than the other ones. Okay. Let's finish packing. Going for Ace Ventura, Wolverine today. You know, you're saying that, like, doesn't everyone want to be like Wolverine? If we could all be a little bit more like Wolverine, I think we'd all be a lot happier. But I feel like I'm gonna end up going more Ace Ventura than Wolverine. Albeit, I am getting scruffier. You know? It's been a few days since I've shaved. So, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Batteries, jetpack, and then we're good. Actually, I just saw this poking out. Before we go, you remember the songs they were singing on the way to Montreal? You know, they're just like singing a song. Well, they gave me that book as a parting gift when they left the following, or that evening. It's called I Love You So, Songs of Divine Inspiration. Let's see. I don't know, like, the, you know, like, the pace of what to sing at. You know? So I'm, like, reading the words, and I'm like, how do I sing it? Oh, they have Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Tempo, that's the word I was looking for. There you go. I can always pull this out when we're in a car and we don't know what to talk about. Be like, well, let me sing you a song from this beautiful book called I Love You So, Songs of Divine Inspiration. There you go. But that did mean a lot for them to give me that, so I don't mean to, like, make fun of it. It is a nice gift. And they were actually really good singers. So I'll just have to start singing as I walk. I'll just be walking to my hitchhiking spot, have a book in front of me, be like, I don't know. It's the only song I knew in there was Amazing Grace. I guess that's a universal one, because they'll sing that in churches as well. are good to go. Let me just... Bet you get picked up more often with a book in your hand than singing. Yes, probably. You're totally correct. Doesn't make you look crazy at all. Yeah, let's see. Yes. There's like a car dealership. There's the main road right behind these trees. And there's like some construction going on in these buildings right here. So essentially, I'm right next to civilization. Like right next to it. So now let's just kind of walk out into the world. It's always awkward when you walk out. If there's anyone out and about, you get the weirdest look. But let's go. So there we go. We're back in civilization, guys. Like maybe it looked like I was like cool and tucked away. Oh, you guys saw me? But I wasn't. Okay, I need more brightness. There we go. Good. Hair's all kind of screwed up. Now I have Amazing Grace stuck in my head, dang it. See how long that took to escape my my nature habitat and be in a city? All of about 10 seconds. Why'd I have to pull out the songbook? No, I've got songs stuck in my head. Think of a new song. Shout at the devil. Shout, shout, shout. Just for like a little bit of contrast. So, I really don't like how they set up their crosswalks here. Well, one they don't have sidewalks, and you go there and you push the crosswalk sign, and it stops all the cars in all directions in this small town, and then you walk across. Like, can't we just stop them in one direction? Hello, Mr. Arn. Arnie? Arn? Regardless, hello. My hand's cold. How much more do you have to go on this trip? I've got, I think, just around 2,000 kilometers to go to St. John's. But then I've got another, like, I think someone said 7,000 miles, so that's like 10,000 kilometers. Could that be right? To get to San Jose, California for TwitchCon. So if that's correct, then I've got over 12,000 kilometers left to go. And then I'm in San Jose, which isn't home, so then I'd have to go somewhere from there, and then I'd still be on a trip. So more than that? We'll just say a lot. I have a lot left to go. Ooh. Sports store. What do they do there?
The crosswalk lights are always on. It makes drivers not notice them. Oh, yeah, that's silly. Almost 12,000 kilometers St. John's to San Jose. Jeez. Whoo, babe. That's a good clip. Okay. It's gonna take me another 5 days or so to get St. John's. That'll be October like 7th. Just gonna quickly walk across here so I don't have to stop traffic. And then just under 20 days to do 12,000 kilometers. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Might get pretty cold. I got the equipment. I'm not concerned about the cold. I've learned that rain is annoying for my setup. It kind of broke my phone for a couple days. I don't know if we can make it to St. John's and back to San Jose if it's 12,000 kilometers. It's a lot of kilometers. You can pull 1,000-kilometer days, but it's like you're traveling all day. It's an adventure? Oh, we're still gonna try. But that is pushing it. We're gonna try. That is gonna be a tough one to do. I'd love to be able to do that without having to like cheat with like a short flight to just boost me along. But we'll see. That would be an epic arrival to TwitchCon. Just a quick 12,000 kilometer hitchhike from St. John's, Newfoundland. My hand's cold. I'll probably have to get my gloves out when I go to sit down. So there's a decent wind. Like I was saying, it's like 7 or 8 degrees. But a decent breeze, which kind of cuts in. Take a plane? I don't want to take a plane. One way or another I'll get there, but I'm going to do my darndest to get there via hitchhiking. Just run there. Run 12,000 kilometers? How fast do you think I can run? Think I can do that in 20 days? Driving style, give your viewers a chance to see how it is to roll in all gross because no time to stop a shower. Perfect. Messed up hair, smelling like something smelly. Be great. It's fitting. Although I wouldn't be allowed to arrive at the convention center with my backpack. You're not allowed big backpacks there. Or you're not allowed backpacks at all? Something like that. Maybe just big backpacks. Where's he going? I'm grabbing a quick bite for breakfast, and then we're gonna walk to an on-ramp and hitchhike my way northeast. and get to New Brunswick today. Brunswick should only be 2 hours from here or something. So that should be 100% doable. I'm thinking we'll be able to get through a big chunk of New Brunswick. Maybe get to Fredericton, maybe Moncton, something like that. And then we'll be on our way to, hopefully, Prince Edward Island. If you ran 16.5 kilometers there for 16 hours a day, you could make it to Hitchhiking on foot. If I started in St. John's right now, because I'm still in Quebec and I gotta get there first. Also, that's what's world record marathon pace? How fast do they run? Oh, it's the same guy working last night. Large ice double. Ice. Where does he sleep? Just wings, everything? Pretty much. I slept about a kilometer that way in a bush. World record is 20.5 kilometer hour. Average pace for a marathon, that's impressive. So after running really fast for 24 hours straight for 24 days. Bonjour, hello. Can I have a farmer's wrap? Do you have? Yeah. And a combo?
Sausage or bacon?
Sausage, please. And can that be a combo? Can I get it? Combo, yeah.
With potato.
Potatoes, yeah.
And
Coffee.
medium large.
Medium, please.
Meat.
2 cream, 1 sugar.
2 cream, 1 sugar.
Thank you. That's everything, yeah.
781.
Credit.
When are you leaving for Newfoundland?
Right after this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah? Thank you. I was happy when I saw that guy because he speaks good English. Because I'm totally lost when I have to order in French. I don't know what I'm doing. That's a party in here. Thank you.
Un tsunami.
Merci. CAQ1, we all happy, dude? You know, I didn't know anything about this election until people said there was an election yesterday, so I don't know what that means. Call me ignorant. It's a fair statement. It's a fair assessment of me. Thought everyone was just bilingual. Well, that would be a two-way street. I would have to be speaking French as well. Like where I'm from in Canada, they don't push you to learn French. And then certain parts of Quebec, they don't push you to learn English. Yes. Papers, we are back to social eating. This is a farmer's wrap. It's wrap with egg, sausage, a hash brown, and some sauce. It's alright. Well, let's eat the hash brown. Isn't it kind of dangerous to ever get picked up by weirdos? I'll get picked up by weird people, but not that many. Let's hear a group story. Why don't we let's link a few clips for you. Can everyone link their favorite, creepiest experience from my hitchhiking and live streaming it? But my actual answer is I've been picked up about 980 some odd times, and it's been overwhelmingly a positive experience. So if you want an idea of what can happen when you hitchhike, these clips being linked are a good introduction to what hitchhiking can be like. How much for this meal? I think it was like $6, something like that. Have I figured out my TwitchCon lodging? I have not. I'm still in a winging it kind of state of mind. You can't do We linked all these for you, Infected Pony, and you can't even watch them. See how far I have to walk to get to the on-ramp after this. It's about a couple kilometers. Outside is dangerous, blue light, gonna blind. What? What, the bot broke? It was linking clips. That was a quick experience. The most in danger I ever felt
was when I was trying to set up my tent in Arkansas. I wasn't even hitchhiking. I was just setting up my tent near a riverbank in Arkansas, and a car pulled up at night while I was setting it up on stream, and they just were sitting there near the boat launch, idling and sitting there. I had turned off my light because I'm like, I don't know who this person is, why they're here, so I'm just going to not expose that I am here. So I waited, and after like a minute, I'm like, bang! Gunshot. In my direction. So I decided that they didn't know I was there. So I turned on my light and called out, and they stopped shooting, which was good. Then I walked over, I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, sorry, I didn't know you were there. I'm like, okay. And then he shot some more, and then he offered to smoke weed with me. I don't smoke weed, so I didn't. And then he left. Then the next day I showed you where the car was parked, and you could still see shell casings. Or, well, not where the car was parked, but where he was shooting from. Where the car was parked, where he was shooting from, what he was shooting at, which was the street sign. And my camp was right behind that sign. So, that's to say, the scariest moment for me hitchhiking didn't have to actually do with hitchhiking, it was just camping. But not that much gets my adrenaline going too much. That certainly did it. Wait, what's the leech command, Vapors? What one's that? Like some Twitch clips are coming through and people link them, others aren't. Blonde girl who laid all over you in Vegas. In Vegas. Are you talking about the girl in Montana when we were drinking with the country retreat boys? Good thing you were correct, they didn't know you were there. Yeah. But let's kind of assess the situation. So, I didn't think they were there, and I was pretty sure of that, but okay. So they start shooting. My options are letting it be known that where I am, so hopefully they stop shooting, or get down low and make yourself a smaller target, or run and then like go down the riverbank edge so you wouldn't be in the line of fire. How it worked with me calling out and turning on the light on, turned out they didn't know I was there, so that was good. They only got one round off, but I was still down range of them, like right down range of where they were shooting, and he wasn't a good shot by any means. So if I did the other ones, if I laid down, I would have been a smaller target, but still a target for about 20 to 30 rounds of ammunition. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Vapors now. I remember that. Now that you say that. Is that, what's that place called? Shake Shack. So if I laid down, I still would have had 20 to 30 rounds directed at me with no actual protection, just me being a smaller target. If I ran away, it would have been the same thing until I got to the riverbank, so you probably could have gotten one clip, magazine, whatever you want to call it. I know I'm really going to make fun of my gun knowledge, but I haven't really shot guns. Of discharge ammunition while I'm running away before I would be undercover. And I think both of those other options would prove to be a riskier situation. 20 round con. It was a 45. It wasn't. It was a 9mm pistol. Nine round max. He reloaded several times. I think 3. He did 3 reloads. Someone bike touring? I kind of want to talk to her. Scariest thing you ever... Yeah, I just told the whole story. But you can't say just because someone, yeah, they shot 20, 30 rounds, they reloaded their gun, as you can. Kanye Twitty is a spot in his Twitch host. I think it's paid for where I told him to hit you up. Oh. My man, Kanye Twitty. Okay. Hits me up. I like hanging out with him. Oh, where was that again? Where was he? That was... So that night was the Chick-fil-A night. And we drove through... We were in Pennsylvania, went through West Virginia, back into Virginia. So that would have been Virginia somewhere. No, you never reload like in movies? Exactly. Leaving for Europe after Switch Out, I have not made a plan yet. Maybe. Yes, Eden Pie, the Attack of the Ants stream. That is correct. They swarmed. They loved... What did they go for? It was the waffle fries? Is that what they're called? What do you do for work when not hitching? Now hitchhiking's my full-time job through Twitch. Before, between hitchhiking trips, I would sell outdoor gear and apparel. Stuff to keep you comfortable outside. Tent, sleeping bags, sleeping pads, backpacks, jackets, pants, socks, boots. There's someone that's bike touring. They've got like a map of Quebec like in their like touring setup. I want to ask them where they're coming from, where they're going. If they're from Quebec or they're like going across Canada. No, he didn't have preloaded mags. He just reloaded them. Like it doesn't take long to. It's like I think that's what I remember him doing. Never announced you were live on Discord? That's rude. You should ride a bike to TwitchCon, switch it up. This is Hitch Live, ain't it? I would like to do some bike touring though. Why you want the hood in my jacket? Why when you didn't? Let's talk about hoods on mid layers. We can do that. An insulated hood adds a ton of warmth for not that much extra weight or packability. So a lot of the time I'll recommend people go with the hood. The downside of the hood is it really can mess with your layering system. If you're planning on layering all the time, like say I throw my my Arc'teryx Alpha FL hard shell on top of this, if you got a hood and you don't want to wear the down hood, then you get this bundled up hood behind you. It doesn't layer as well. But it is a trade-off because that down hood, if you want it, if you need that extra warmth, provides so much warmth. Like it's a lot. So I don't know. For like these, like we sold a lot of like Arc'teryx Cerium mid layers and stuff like that, Cerium and Thoriums. They come with both a hood and a non-hooded version. The hooded version was more sold better. It's just a little bit heavier, takes up a little bit more space, but it provides a lot more warmth. Why do I have this? It layers better. But realistically, if I could buy this again, I probably would get one with a hood. Is our bot being weird? Do we need to scream for impact? Saying, is the old man, is you in an alternate universe where you chose the hood? His is a different model. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it has on the inside, it's almost kind of shiny, kind of looks metallic. It's essentially meant to, when you create your own body heat, it's meant to reflect that back at you kind of thing. This isn't it, but I think Columbia's version of that is called like Omni Heat. So it kind of looks like almost aluminum foil-like, and it just reflects your body heat back at you. The same concept as emergency blanket, which is essentially a thin sheet of aluminum foil. Slightly different, but you get the point. And it's not like an insulator, but it like reflects it back at you. Reconnect the bot to Discord. I don't even know how to do that. I never did that stuff. But you don't have the bot stuff or Discord access, right? You don't? Gotta say aluminum? Oh. Or like aluminium? Oh, I see what you're going for. Désolé. I don't know, did anyone know he said stuff? He just came up to me and put a paper down. Maybe he's talking about the election. He put like a newspaper down. Désolé, parlez-vous anglais? No, okay. No, we're not gonna learn anything here. I don't know what he's saying. He's still talking to me. I don't know. He was still kind of idly talking to me. Anyone speak French? Did you pick any of that up? I threw in a parlez-vous anglais. That's all I got. Je ne parle pas français. Parlez-vous anglais? This way? Point mic. I'd have the mic's pointed this way, so I'd have to turn the whole camera rig to him. He's asking why you went with the hoodless jacket, probably.